was that? You know, I could care less about how I look from this point forward. I know I'm gonna look crazy to y'all for the rest of my life. What's up, Jacob Pritchett? You share it on up. Hey, there's two Jacob Pritchetts watching. Jacob Pritchett is watching. Jacob Pritchett is watching. How is there two Jacob Pritchetts? Hold on a minute. Let me screenshot this because this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life on my phone. Bam. I'm going to show y'all that later. The two Jacob Pritchetts watching. I meet African Goddess. Thank you for your energy on this platform right now. We're Operation Free Mecca right now. We're going to teach Mecca how to use the presentments in the law and how to band together as a tribal government so that they can be free. I ain't talking about band together as Black Peace Stone. I ain't talking about band together as Vice Lord. I ain't talking about none of that. All of these gang members out here that can organize their collective bodies to war against each other for the territories that they already own. So they will suit up. They will put these guns on their back. They will enforce the law of their gangs amongst one another, but won't band together and enforce the law against the service corporation or the colonizers, which is the true enemy of your life. Yeah. So, Michael Singleton, good to see you, Elder. That is a man whom I sat in his office, and he poured wisdom into me when I went to his college. He has been teaching for almost 40 or 20 to 30 years straight. And the man deserves to be honored. Michael Singleton has been in the African American community, also known as the Asiatic community, for 30 to 40 years putting in work with the youth. Honor him. Okay? When he calls you up, when he's dealing with you, that is a great man. And he should be honored for his service to the youth. Period. After that, that would be in Oklahoma, Tulsa Community College. There was a specific time where this man was making a bid for a higher position in salary and pay, and they resisted him, and he earned it. All his credentialings said he should have been in that position, but they knew that some of the policies he probably would have fought for concerning the youth, they wouldn't have been able to work with. Jacob Pritchett, you're very welcome, sir. Now, how do you use your social security number? How do you truly use it? All right, let me break it down for you in the science. If you go and you request an EIN number from the corporation, they send you a pre-populated number, right? What's up, Mikael, Beasley, Bay? What's going on with your brethren? Yeah, they say I'm young. I got an old soul brethren. I turned 32 in a couple days, 32 a couple days ago. That was on my 16th, January 16th. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep growing and aging, and everybody just gonna keep calling me young. Look, I'm an old soul, man. I'll be kicking it with the old heads, drinking whiskey and watching Rockford Files and in Matlock and Murder, She Wrote and MacGyver. Still doing that today, boy. Drinking whiskey, watching all them old souls, man. Look, the Jeffersons, Cabin in the Sky. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Who is the master? Show enough, baby. Yeah, baby. We in church today, man. We ain't in the mosques, the temples, the synagogues. We in real life with one another. We're banding together. So we use the social media platform to unite. And then after the social media platform, we actually come together with our bodies. So as above can be so below. Now, we teach and preach these principles of as above, so below. But to practice them is, above is your conscious mind. Below must be the tangible things that you can touch after you put in the work of making what's above come into what's below. Woo, the thing that you can grab. Yeah. How do you use your social security number without subjecting yourself under the jurisdiction of the commercial colonial occupiers? Here's how you do it. Instead of sending them a request for a foreign EIN, share it on up. Hey, Isaiah Fowler, that's my genetic DNA. That's my blood. as he makes his way to our city so he can begin to govern as heir, because his uncle or his cousin, his second cousin, showed him that he owns land, he's an heir, he doesn't have to work for anybody, and matter of fact, the service corporations who are doing commercial activity on his land, they owe him an obligation. They owe him their energy. The reason why they move you around off of those service corporations is because what they're saying is there's an amount of time scientifically that we need your energy of your body, your energy of your fiat, and your energy of your mind, period. When you don't give that, then they have to move you around to more people who give that energy so their commercial operations, the corpse, can keep on living. So when you remove your energy from them by forcing them to give you their energy, then you begin to have victory. Excuse me, I just paid $2. I can sit in this space for 24 hours if I want to. That isn't a rental fee. What the hell? If you're the blood soil owner, then any commercial activity, guess what? It's called a tribute. Go watch Count Dracula. Why they impale Vladimir? Why they cut his head off? Because he wasn't trying to pay that tribute, baby. That's the reason why. Your EIN number. Your social security number can be used in various forms, derivatives thereof. So the very first form is the one that you see. This number is reserved for, and then you see your social dash. Okay? The other way you use your social as a foreign EIN, instead of requesting it from the service corporation so their computer can populate to you and designate to your your estate a specific number that when you use it across the world, they can keep track of your commercial activity. Wrong answer. You won't be getting my information, buddy. You ain't going to be using my stuff for nothing. I'm going to be using your corpse and your information in order to grow my body, my being. Woo! Come on, baby. Your foreign EIN number on your documents now becomes, after this teaching, the first 2 numbers of your social dash the last 7. That is your foreign EIN number for the trust that you are creating. If you do not have a trust document, then we will prepare one for you, which we already have, and we will send it to you contingent you come into trust with us. Why? Because you want the documentation, but we don't know what to do with it. Well, what we do with it is we come together as a tribal government, come together as an African American community, come together as gang members. Whatever we're doing, we need to be coming together. That's why they say blah, blah, blah.com. C-O-M, the etymology of come is the bringing together. C-O-M, the bringing together of the seed. And it's spelled another way, C-U-M. Oh, he just said something sexual. Come on, buddy. Get right. But it all makes sense when you know the science. Kevin Hawk Bay. I just revealed to the brethren how to use their social security number when they're creating their trust. Your trust doesn't get filed with anyone. It doesn't get, the only thing that gets filed is one page that the trust exists. And then after that, they have to meet you at the table to see the contents of your trust. Oh, what are you doing? You computer algorithm? What are you doing? This is what you're doing when you are filing on their records your information. You're taking your computer code, which is the information of your family and your bloodline, and you're putting it into their system. 1001100001, matrix time, buddy. They take your information, plug it into a real computer, supercomputers, and you know what it does? It creates algorithms and strategizes against you. So where they can't beat us is genetically the science exists in our being, period. So they make supercomputers to help them out concerning how to beat us. Because our brain's supreme, baby. Our brain is supreme. What we gonna do now? They always act like Pinky wasn't the brain. The brain is the one asking questions. Pinky was asking questions to the brain. And the brain only had one response. Tried to take over the world. What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? How can we do that? How can we do that? Pinky was the brain, baby. Yeah. Come on, baby. What else? Yeah, it's feeding time, baby. It's feeding time. Saying the energy. Everybody that's saying, but in my inbox or let's link. Listen, I done asked the modes. after 10 days of being out in this land. And I already been homeless before, so it's nothing to me to experience a circumstance what appears to be homelessness. But I have a goal in mind for why I'm out here, existing in these corporations for hours on end, fighting with the managers concerning my right to sit anywhere I want on my land, permanently. You will not move me anymore off of my soil for no reason. I'm going to sleep here. I'm going to use your lights. These are my lights. I'm going to use your services, your equipment. This my equipment. It's called a hereditament. By law, it belongs to you. Yeah. So send some energy. Cash.me/$ Amunra State. $5, $1. I don't care. You say, why do you need our energy being a billionaire? Listen, it's not transferred until the tribal government comes together and enforces that the transfer happened. The transfer would be those who are in possession of it right now, they call them fiduciaries or trustees. Now, when we go in and we say, hey, fiduciary, we got our own government. We know how to manage our own wealth. We know you have it in possession in what you call T-bonds and number form and treasury direct accounts. We know these things. The net total, the sum total of the worth of all of your T-bonds and your lineage, oh my God. If you only understood the net worth of your being right now, and you say, how can you prove this? Let me show you something. 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. Where is the accumulation of wealth of your bloodline? Your people were trading. They were building. They were creating things. They were slicing up animals and making all type of weaponry. Where did that go? Nobody claimed it. So the state did it. And intestacy law says the claimant of the property is the owner or the person who exercises operations over it. Oh, come on, baby. Get this teaching. Let's go to another fact. 1865, our government, the Sultan, he financed George Washington and his people for the war. How did he do that? He gave him weapons, he gave him gold, he gave him food. The Sultan gave him what he needed to win the war. The contractual agreement between George Washington, and you can see it in the letter from George Washington to the Sultan of Morocco. He said, my apologies, brethren, good friend, mighty Sultan. He said, I'm sorry for not giving you the tribute that's due to you. Normally we would send. We were in war, so we couldn't send the tribute. Read the letter. Read the letter between the Sultan that George Washington wrote to the Sultan. He apologized for not paying him his tribute. 25 million in gold. You can see it in the written affidavits. We gave it to them, and they never paid it back. Woo! It's about time, baby. You better give this. You better give the payment to the children. Or the children finna go off in this thing, buddy. Woohoo! We finna make your life a living hell unless you give us what belong to us. And if our babies and our peoples and our families ain't acting like that, you don't want this freedom, baby. Woo! Come on, baby. I hope these doors are soundproof. Because they gonna come out here and tell me, they say, hey, you a little bit too loud. Well, I should be. Because injustice has been screaming for far too long for somebody to not scream that much louder. Justice. I don't know what our problem is, but according to the scriptures, what you hear in your ear, proclaim on the rooftop. How high is my rooftop when I exist in the castle? Or, as we say, as above, so below. The conscious mind. What else? How else can we do this? What other deliverance? How do you bond yourself? There's a way you bond your instrument, your delegated instrument. It's a way you bond it. The way you bond your instrument, I will tell you in private consult, because a lot of the Moors will take this information and this is what they do with it. This is why the blood is on my hands and I have to be careful. Some Moors are not integral at heart. Some Moors will use the information to cheat people, to execute they adverse energy to the principles of light. They will enforce those things. They will use the wealth for negative, to enslave people and do all type of crazy stuff. So I walk with people for a specific amount of time, and I give them a portion of wealth to see if they're going to manage it correctly and do what's right with it. Once approved, just like I had to be in these 32 years, next year will be my 33rd degree. Once I had to be approved, which that don't take it that long, it was given to me by the universe, then y'all get y'all full inheritance. And we go into contract, and your tribal government or your tribal family contributes to mine. Here's how it's supposed to look. It's cold as hell. It's cold in the Mecca right now. Everybody's snowed in right now in Mecca. This is how it looks. Hey, I got a castle over here in the warm climate. You want to come travel over here? You're welcome to my estate anytime. Maybe I want some snow. Maybe I need the cold for some reason. You know the cold kills germs, and if you stay in the cold long enough, you get your fatty acids up. That's why your body be shivering. It's good to be cold sometimes. Take some cold showers. It really helps you regulate your balance in your body. Hey, if that's the case, Mikhail, I'm trying to separate us, the living being, from the corporation, the corpse, the dead thing that has scientifically stolen your energy and made you think it's okay for them to steal your energy. They're stealing your energy by trying to make you pay to live on the soil that you own. That's how they steal your energy. So yes, if we're going to separate East from West, we separating corpse from living beings. Yeah. Come on, baby. And here's what we're doing also. We're destroying the COINTELPRO operations this way. Let me show you how. Anytime you go to any temple member or more that's professing to be proclaiming nationality or behaving in national principles, if the first order of business isn't them gathering together their community as one body, and then showing the community how to speak as one voice, how to think as one mind, how to move as one unit, then they are enjoying their contract and co-intel with the colonial occupations out here. Why? The principle of colonial occupations is called schisms in the body. A schism is a military practice of dividing a nation so that they cannot operate as a unit. Wow. Come on, baby. These mothers, they call other mothers and they call other fathers concerning me and whether or not these processes and the way that I'm trying to organize people to think and behave and move. Some people have told them I'm a scam and I'm a fraud. So the mothers who support me, who know the truth about what's going on, they vouching for me. But this is what the conscious community did. The people allow what they hear to move them and persuade them. They didn't look at the law. They didn't look at the process. They didn't look at anything. They only listened to another human being and then operated based on what that being said to them. And I hear a scripture. Being tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine? Oh, come on, baby. Who beseech you, brethren, from believing in the God or the consciousness of your collective self first? I trust you. I hope y'all trust yourselves. I gave y'all a gem. That's how to use your social security number in 3 different ways. There's also a website you can go to. I can show you how to put your social security number in different ways. And that website will show you how many contracts are open in your name all across the world. My energy is free. So I can't tell you what's going on ain't free. But you know as well as I do that being out here until it actually happens in real time, I need a couple ends. Y'all have my Cash App. Y'all got the gem with your social security number and how to use it. When I think of the next gem, which is going to be better than the last one, I'm going to be back on here. Any questions you have, come back online in the next hour as I meditate and go into study about what's the next thing we're going to give to the people. Listen, I could give you all the gems, every which way to use the law in order to free yourself personally. I did it. That's why I can show you how to before you get it. I cannot give it to you unless you're a body. You're ready to operate as a body. A working organism. And then you know science works. Because if you look in a petri dish, the atoms do not grow. Mikael Beasley Bay, get on the Cash App. Send me a couple dollars. And I will personally counsel you on how to research your contractual agreements that's open all over the world, being traded on the stock market, even right now as we speak. Maturating wealth for you and your babies. Yeah. Woo! Come on, baby. It's all for y'all. I'm just trying to get us to know that as a fact and then go possess it as a collective body. Thank you for your time and your energy. Share it on up, share it on up. Listen, for the members of all the body politics that were in contention, right now, this conscious court right here absolves you. I proclaim on this platform any obligation that was due to me from you for what I feel was an injustice to me. You're absolved as of right now. You owe me no obligation because the universe repaid me. And I am well okay with what the universe chose to give me as a remedy for the injury I suffered behind people mistreating me. Woo! Come on, baby. And now I got a whole bunch of family interested in what's going on. So, I can't wait to see y'all on here again. Text my phone number, 202-826-7011. Email me up. Send your email in the comment section. I'm gathering up all the emails so I can CC everybody because we have to speak to the special reporter now. The special reporter is the private go-to person in the United Nations that does something on behalf of indigenous tribes. Rosie Gisbay, good to see you. I'll be back on soon. Please friend request me and make sure that you sign up for the live videos. Love you very much. Woo.